wanted to be a judge who knows just what is right and wrong, and be good and be strong. And on my swan up in the air I'm flying, searching for justice, can't you see me trying? Right is the reason I go on.
It's Mr. Beaver's, because he found it. But I dispute that fact because I am the lawyer who's defending Mr. Mouse. Yes! But then, sir, I think you're wrong. You're very pushy, but because I am a good lawyer, I know what we can do. Let's hear the judge. Yes, because only our friend KLAUS can solve it.
I hear the wisdom coming from the gnomes now, and all together we have got the know-how, because we are people of peace.
Danny, what are you doing? That's my cousin Sasha. Danny, it looks exactly like him. You did a perfect rendering of him.
He made quite an impression on me when he pole vaulted over the river.
You saw him pole vault over the whole river?
Just like that, from one bank to the other. It was one of the most spectacular things I've seen in my whole life. Oh.
Danny, you must come help us.
How can I help you?
The stork has a letter and won't give it to us.
Well, we'll see about that. Huh?
Come on. See, he has the letter.
Well, if he won't give it to you, I guess you'll have to climb up and get it.
Come on, Biddle, we can climb in. Okay.
Hey, wait for me, you two. Hey, be careful up there.
Don't worry, we'll get it. There.
Don't give up, you're almost there.
This way.
Thank you very much.
Hey, that's not fair. We almost had it. You made us climb all the way up here for nothing.
Well, at least you got some exercise. Come and get it. You two got down the hard way. This letter's for Judge KLAUS. We better get it to him right away. Judge, we've got a letter for you. Judge?
What?
The stork, he brought this for you.
This has come all the way from Greece. It's from my cousin Nicos. Let's see what he has to say here. Hello, Cousin KLAUS. I am writing to you because I feel that you are the only one that can help me with this urgent matter. It regards a secret my family's guarded for generations. Please, KLAUS, come right away. I need your help. Oh.
Sounds like something very important.
Can we go?
I don't know how. There is so much to be done here. What about all my work, Danny?
Well, I'd be glad to assist you. It sounds very important. Nicos needs our help, Judge.
Then, by George, we cannot let him down, can we?
Wow, this is fantastic. I can't wait to go to Greece and see all those beautiful works of art.
Could we please come along with you, KLAUS?
No, it is a very long trip. You must stay and feed all of the animals for us.
Yeah, that's right. We'll need the two of you to remain here and take care of the animals and do your lessons. This isn't a vacation, you know.
I'll study. Me too.
What a beautiful country Greece is. Look, there's the island where Nicos lives.
I've never been to Greece before. This is really spectacular.
Yes, there is much to see. Greece is an ancient land full of history.
This is where Ulises, the warrior, was born.
That is true. But nowadays, Danny, mainly shepherds live here.
I think Greek gods and warriors sound more exciting.
Henry, set us down over there. Look, Danny. He's trying to signal to us.
Yeah, that must be Nicos.
KLAUS!
Nicos!
I'm so glad you could come. You know I wouldn't have sent for you if this wasn't important.
Nicos, this is a beautiful country you live in.
Yes, our islands are very beautiful, but we are having problems. Come with me and I will explain. I live near here.
Well, it's a good thing you do. That journey made me very hungry. These statues are sure magnificent.
Your entrance is certainly well guarded, Nicos.
Klaus, I'm so glad you could make it. Do you remember our children, Stavros and Anna?
They've grown so since I last saw them.
They're practicing.
They're doing our traditional dance, getting ready for our holiday feast.
Did I hear somebody say foo?
Danny, why not join them?
Me? All right.
Cheers!
What is this?
It's called grappa. It's Greek grape juice.
It's different. Tell me your problem now.
As you know, our family's made important archeological discoveries for centuries.
I don't see what's wrong.
There's a river on the verge of destroying all the artifacts.
Is there nothing you can do to protect them?
We had an otter named Attica who was engineering a dam for the river when it rains, but she suddenly disappeared.
Disappeared?
With her gone, we can't finish. Something's happened to Attica.
You don't think she'll come back one day very soon?
No, I don't think so, KLAUS. We feel something must have happened to her to prevent her from coming back and building the dam. And the worst part is that she is the only one who knows how to do it. Something has to be done to save the artifacts.
Well, obviously something has to be done, and we'll take care of it. Don't you worry, my friend.
Wonderful. Helena, bring some spinacchi and galamano.
Spanky, a log nose?
Ha, spinacchi and galamano, spinach with egg sauce.
Yeah? I love spinach and egg sauce. It's one of my favorites. I just didn't recognize the name. Bring it over here. I could eat a horse.
Bring it over here, please.
Ooh.
Nicos is about to show you a family secret.
She's right. The secret was first told to me by my father, who was told of it by his grandfather.
Hey, how much farther do we have to go? I'm starting to get hungry again.
Oh, it's impossible.
Look at that, Your Honor. A stadium. Those buildings. A town square and a theater.
Oh. It's fantastic.
I knew you'd appreciate this as much as we do. You see, we built this city with the hopes that one day all the gnomes from all over the world would come here to compete in the Olympics. This is my family's secret. It is our deepest desire to hold the games in our stadium. We've been working on this for over 7 centuries.
Wow, Olympics!
We've waited a very long time for this. It's been over 700 years since the last Gnome Olympics.
I'm a good oarsman. Gnomes are very good at athletics.
I'm a gymnast. I love doing gymnastics.
Oh, she's fantastic, just stupendous.
Danny, what do you like?
I play hockey on the ice.
Ice? You skate on ice cream?
No, not ice cream.
Ice cream? That'd be silly.
And now if we could please address this problem. Look, Klaus. As you can see, the stadium is dangerously close to the river. When it rains, the river elevates. This weakens the walls of the stadium.
It'd be a shame to have the stadium ruined.
If something isn't done soon, it will destroy the entire stadium and there won't be any Olympics.
Something has to be done. Seems to me that the only solution to this problem is to find Attica the otter. She's the only one who knows how to complete the dam. I'll set about finding her myself. In the meantime, Danny, do some sketches of the stadium.
I'm so glad you came to help us, Klaus. If anyone can find Attica the otter, you can.
Attica! Attica! Where are you?
Attica, where are you?
Attica, please, let us know where you are, Attica.
Wait, just a moment. Something moved. It looked like the tail of an otter.
I can't see a thing.
It's around the bend.
I bet it's her. I bet it's Attica.
I'll talk to her.
Nicos is Attica's good friend.
Attica, where did you go? We've been so worried about you. Attica?
She must have had a good reason for leaving like that.
Let's go.
What happened, Nicos?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
What do you mean, nothing?
She got scared and she ran away. Apparently she's afraid of Actaeon, the shepherd dog.
Why is she afraid of the dog?
Actaeon and she had an argument and he attacked her.
I can't believe it, Nicos. Those two have always been such close friends. Always.
Did she tell you why they had a disagreement?
Yes, she did, and I've convinced her to return and appear before you, Judge Klaus. Now, if I can get Actaeon to appear, we can clear up this mess once and for all and finish the dam.
He usually works right around here, tending sheep.
Do you think he'll listen to you?
Yes, we are all friends. He's around here somewheres. Hey, there's Actaeon.
He's really a magnificent shepherd. Just look at him.
Yes, he is, Danny. He's very good. Actaeon, how are you, boy? Come meet my friend.
Hi, I'm Danny. We're here to settle this mess with Attica.
You tell your story to Judge Klaus, okay?
Attica's going to do it. How about you?
This court is now in session. We will hear the case of Actaeon versus Attica. Is the counsel for the otter ready and present? Please begin.
Your Honor, I will act as Attica's defense attorney. Attica was working hard on building the dam. She went underwater to get some more materials when she saw a piece of meat at the bottom of the river. She was hungry from working so hard, and so she ate the meat. Then, when she swam to the top of the water, there was Actaeon the dog, barking ferociously at her. She was afraid he would bite her, so she swam away and refused to return. She ate the meat without knowing who it belonged to. She's innocent, Your Honor. Attica submits herself to you, and she has agreed to abide by your judgment, Your Honor.
Thank you, defense counsel. Now we need to hear from Actaeon's lawyer.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do! You see, my client is do!
Gesundheit.
He's got bad hay fever. Thanks, Your Honor. Actaeon is a good doc. Do!
Bless you.
Now, where was I before I so rudely interrupted? My client, Actaeon the dog, is a hard-working shepherd tending sheep all day. He eats only what his master gives him, which isn't much, I might add. Now, does he look like he'd hurt anybody?
Please just get on with it. We just want to hear the facts of the case.
Yes, of course. Pardon me, Your Honor. Now, Actaeon gets very little to eat. His master gives him a piece of meat, which he took to the river to enjoy his dinner and have a drink of water. Now, once there, he glanced into the water and he saw his reflection, which at the time he thought was another dog trying to steal his meat. He barked at the dog to scare him away, and when he opened his mouth, the meat fell into the river. And that's when he saw Attica eat his dinner. As you can see, the meat belonged to Actaeon. It was his dinner, Judge KLAUS, and Attica had absolutely no claim to it.
Thank you. I have heard both sides of this story, and I am ready for my verdict. Take this down, Danny.
I'm ready, Your Honor.
Obviously, Actaeon is a hard-working dog. But the otter didn't know who the meat belonged to, so I can't blame her for taking the meat. Therefore, Attica the otter is free of guilt in this particular case.
But the meat, Your Honor, belonged to the dog.
The dog lost his dinner because he was being nasty to another dog, even though it was actually his own reflection.
Objection, Your Honor. The meat was Actaeon's.
That's overruled. You can't hold the otter responsible for the dog losing his dinner because he was too busy trying to scare another dog. Now, this is my ruling, and you will abide by it. From now on, Actaeon the dog must be friendly and nice to Attica the otter, and in the future not try to blame any other creature for his own folly and take responsibility. This is the ruling of this court. Is this acceptable to both parties?
If it wasn't for you getting those two together, KLAUS, this whole thing would have ended in catastrophe.
Look! Here comes Attica.
We'll need more help to finish this on time.
What are you going to do?
I've sent Actaeon to the next county to fetch more gnomes to help us finish the dam before it rains.
Is it far from here?
Not really. He'll be back soon. Hey, Stavros!
What is it, Papa?
There's a break in the dam! Be careful!
I'll go.
Don't do it, Stavros! It's too dangerous!
Don't worry, Papa. I'll fix it.
Come on, he landed over this way. Hey, Stavros, find something to hang on to.
The important thing's not to panic.
KLAUS, we have to do something.
But none of us knows how to swim.
Nicos has a boat.
So where do we find Nicos?
He went to get materials. With Actaeon. Nicos!
What is it?
Come on!
Whoa!
to go. I gotta get out. I can't give up.
Attica! Attica, Stavros fell into the water. You're the only one who can save him. Hurry! There's no time to lose! He should be around here somewhere. Look, there he is!
Hey, Niarchos, I'm over here. Thank you.
I pray Niarchos finds him.
He will.
I don't see them.
He'll find him, don't worry. Nicos, look! Attica's bringing Niarchos and Stavros.
Oh, yes! You all right, Stavros?
I'm okay now, Papa.
Thank you, Attica. And thank you, Niarchos.
It was nothing.
Here's to your dream of having the Olympics.
And here is a toast to you and to the dam that will allow us to have our Olympics.
And I'd like to toast Niarchos and Attica for saving the life of our son, Stavros.
You know, Nicos, I've really gotten used to your Greek grape juice. I'm going to miss it.
Stavros, I have an idea. Come help me get the judge to take part in your traditional dance.
Just you leave it to me.
To Klaus, thanks for all your help.
Hey, Klaus, come on and dance.
Oh, no.
Come on,
Hey!
Hoppa!
Schlitzweitz, everyone!
In the next episode, Klaus and Danny receive a call from the Carpathian Gnomes. These gnomes are in need of help because inside Count Toriak's castle, some very strange and mysterious events are going on, and the gnomes are sure it's being caused by ghosts. What could really be happening inside the walls of the castle? Will our friends be able to find out and solve the mystery of Count Toriak's castle? You'll find out in our next action-packed episode.